made. So those things are still happening. As far as like I was sharing with you, the virtual reality, the makeup try on, that part when we launched that in March, that was one of the most significant launches we've ever done. And for it to happen at this time where you cannot test makeup, nobody can come touch your face.
God did that for y'all. God put that in y'all minds to make this virtual makeup.
And so we are doing that, and we're innovating around that. And if we wouldn't have that feature, it's a lot that we wouldn't be able to do right now. People would be guessing. And our point is to make it more convenient for you to buy makeup online than even it is in person.
Very good, very good. Now, it seems like you guys are trendsetters and you are visionaries, I would say. Mm-hmm. How would you encourage buying local or staying local when it comes to starting a new business and getting things jumping and rolling? A lot of people are at a standstill because their products are across the country and they cannot purchase those items.
Yeah.
How important has buying local been for you?
Buying local has been very important. You're looking at an outfit of local stuff, from my head wrap to my shirt, and local to the U.S., particularly to my bracelet, local to Houston, and then to the U.S. As a whole. And I have been able to get, like when I was looking for vendors and suppliers, I was like, I want to have suppliers that I could actually get to.
That's right.
So when you want to go in and look at your products being made, you want to go in, even the packaging. We're about to bring our packaging local. Like we want to see what's going on, or at least a component of our packaging made local. Like you want the most you can have your hands on your supply chain or what's happening in there is the logistics part of it is crucial, especially to times like this. And when you shop local, 67% of your money stays in the community versus when you shop.
Information.
Yeah, when you shop, huge companies that that doesn't happen. So it's your neighbor that you're employing, it's your neighbor that you're servicing, it's your neighbor that is benefiting. Because having a business, believe me, I've done a lot of souvenir ads and souvenir ad booklets, right? So who's going to do those for you? Your local businesses are going to do those for you, not these big brands that don't even have any kind of connection to your community.
So we're changing the way we communicate with people. Our human-to-human contact obviously is a little different than the way it was before. What different marketing techniques are you going to use to help push you to the next level? Well, it's already at the next level. We'll push you even further. So what other marketing techniques, strategies are you guys using now? Well, you're already doing your virtual reality. You're already doing your online your bra kit. So what other maybe some apps that you guys might be using that other people who are starting in cosmetics can use to help with their business now?
Yeah, so we're definitely trying to get to the next level. We are grateful for where we are, but we're definitely trying to get to the next level and levels after that as well. So we're on that journey too.
Cosmetics that wanted to start, maybe a new person that just wanted to start in cosmetics. What are some basics that they could use?
So and to the ones who've already been in business, because again, like I said, things are moving so fast, y'all, that you can never get comfortable in. I'm doing. No, you're about to see major retailers go out of business. It's that have plenty of money in venture capital, right? But finally just can't do it anymore. Like it's not about that, And so whether you're starting or whether you're in it, whether you're picking it back up, whether you're 30 years in it, it doesn't matter. Whether you're retiring from one business by starting, whatever state you're in, you have to continue to market. And the marketing strategy that we're going to be using has a lot to do with customer co-creating. So we're getting into this thing where we're going to be co-creating our products with our customers, which we already are, in regards to feedback. And now we're just going to do it on even a larger scale. So you might see questions on our social media that might ask you, I'm sorry. I see one of my lovelies,
One
Daily
Daily
Diva.
Diva. She said,
oh my gosh.
Wait for you. Thank you for being obedient.
Yeah, I love her. I'm her number one fan, actually. But the thing about it is that when you think about marketing, and you think about creating products, a lot of times we just think, oh, I'm coming up with something great. That's what I want to come out with. I see it. But a lot of times, again, like you asked me about the inspiration earlier, I take different things I see and create products. And now I'm even now we're opening up the door to where customers can give feedback. And then those are the products that we even create. So actually hearing what's your problem or what pain point are you having? And I'm listening to those pain points. They're giving them to you. Y'all give pain points and problems all day when you put up a post or when you say something. I'm paying attention. Like, we're paying attention. You might see us ask you certain questions. What do you feel about a matte or a gloss? Which one you like better? We asked that question before. We got that feedback, and that's gonna actually determine the way we launch our new lip product. So
it sounds like collecting data has been a very important.
And co-creating. Yes. Collecting the data to co-create. So collecting the data that I'm not even giving myself credit that, all of a sudden now we're coming out with that. No, I'm saying we did that. y'all
so guys,
answer
for those
questions.
of you that are just joining us for Chit Chat with Amanda Sapp, we've got Kim Roxie on the line with me, and she's giving us some nuggets, some tips, some news you can use for those of you who have just started your cosmetic line, and now we're in a coronavirus pandemic. She's saying, oh, it's not lost. If anything, this is the time to shine. This is the time to collect data. This is the time to get your information so that when this is over, you can move forward.
Yeah, and when we're in it too. So I know a lot of us are looking for an end date and a finish date, and believe me, my sincerity is too, because I have family members even being affected by this and friends from a health perspective. So I'm looking for an end date and a finish time as well. However, we do not sit down and sort of just pass out and wait on that date to come. So understanding too that right now, while we're in it, is where the solution's happening. I know that people want solutions for the way that we can exist while we're in this and when we come out of this, because things won't be the same.
That's right.
And so, do you have solutions for that? Right? I see where, people are making masks, they're doing all kind of stuff. For us, it's virtual makeup try-on. That looks like a solution from COVID-19, right? And so I think that, you could come up with solutions and be working on stuff right now that can help solve a world problem. And I think that you don't have to wait till this is over to come up with that or to work on it, or you're going to start prospering after this is over. I think if you're an adult and you're on this live, you've lived long enough to know that things don't come to break you; they come to build you. And I think you've been alive long enough to know that. Some of my great aunts, she probably say, just keep on living, right? And so it's like, don't get so caught up that it's like, oh, when it's gonna be over, what is it right here in the midst of it, right? That I'm called to do.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. You know what, Kim Roxie, we've had you on the line here. You've been giving us some great information. You told us about your virtual brow. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. Virtual brow reality.
Well, it's just virtual. It's a virtual makeup try-on. So you're just trying on makeup virtually, and it's called augmented reality in the science perspective or the tech perspective. It's augmented reality that we partnered with AlgoFace to do, but it's basically just virtual makeup trying on makeup virtually.
Have you always been a techie?
I've become one over the past 2 years. I became one because I realized that was, again, when I was comfortable in my cushioned, wonderful store serving my fabulous customers, I was fine. God called me out, I was like, oh, okay, it's almost like you get a proposal and you're like, oh, okay, that sounds good. But then when I got in it, I was like, oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this is uncharted waters. Oh, okay. Okay, God.
Yeah.
And then and I was in 2018. And because I'm probably so didn't want to change, it took a whole 18 months to get me there. So,
yeah.
If anything, if somebody
saying that though, we appreciate you owning up to that and saying that, because a lot of people don't admit to where their faults are and maybe establishing their business and things like that. But that you became vulnerable in that moment. So thank you for that.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. It's the truth. You cannot
just know what to do. When you found out that you were in the middle of this huge history-making opportunity, you might have said to yourself, "Wait a minute, I might not know everything."
I was not trying to be in it. I was not trying to be in it. I was trying to figure some stuff out because I did feel like it was a calling for more. So, anybody ever had, and anybody who's on here, I just asked the question: have you ever felt like a calling for more?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, in retrospect, after it happens, you go, if I knew what it took for that more, I would have done it. I'm just going to be honest. So I'm going to tell you right now, that's the reason why even when you were talking, I was like, oh, that's great, the credit you're giving me, Amanda. But let me tell you the truth about Kim. So if I would have known what it took for me to transform, I probably wouldn't have done it. And that's still today.
Yeah.
But thank God that my life is not my own. Thank God that my life is not my own. And I did surrender a little bit, and it was enough for God to just drag me to where I need to go.
Yeah. I want to know from you, Kim Roxie, if you weren't doing your makeup, what would you be doing? If you didn't have Louise, what would you create?
Hey, Sheree. Okay, I'm sorry. In between, I just got to be like, hey, girl. That's right, Dr. Shana. So to be honest, actually, I think that I'm kind of doing that too at the same time.
Okay.
So because one thing I always kind of like when I'm talking to folks, and it doesn't matter, mentoring, just a conversation, I'm like, are you doing everything that you and that you want to be and what you feel like God is calling you to be? Like, are you making choices based on what you have and how much you got in your account and where you live and stuff like that? Like, how are you basing your decision, right? And so when you ask me what would I be doing, I would be volunteering. Like, I wouldn't even be caring about if I'm making money or not. I'm just doing what I want to be. I'm being where I want to be. I would be places I just want to be, right? I'm just being with people I want to be with. And guess what?
What?
I'm kind of doing it. Yeah, I'm kind of doing that. I'm kind of just going with the flow of what's happening. And so my KG.
I see KG Food, Sienna Stars. Thank y'all for joining. Kick that with the minutes up.
Yeah, so what I would be doing, I'm kind of doing it. I'm kind of just being with the people, that I feel I'm called to be with, doing stuff. I don't make money from every event I throw and every situation I put together and all of this and raising money for breast cancer and all these other things in domestic, but all these other, that's just what I feel called to do.
If that was the case for them, if they had, started their business or what have you, and they found out they couldn't make as much money as they wanted to make, or they couldn't get in connection with as many people as they'd like to, and it becomes overwhelming. For you, what keeps you going in this? What keeps you moving forward, even if knowing I might not get this amount of money for this type of gig? Why would you keep moving forward? Why would you just take a 9 to 5?
Well, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5.
Right.
So you can take a 9 to 5 if that's what your calling is, because maybe what your calling is, it goes from 9 to 5 o'clock.
Got you. Okay. Y'all heard that?
And that role that you're in goes from. I'm not demonizing 9 to 5s because there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 at all.
Yeah.
And so if your calling is to be a teacher and your time is from 7 to 4, That's what time it is, right? But then, you know, you might be so passionate, you coming up with a whole robotics thing after hours or whatever you do, right? Like, yeah, I'm not demonizing that, and I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah,
I think that whatever your calling calls for, is what you should be doing. It's no, it's not.
there are people who for people who have just started out, or people that have been in it a long time, like you said, this can be overwhelming going through this stage in life that we are all going through. What is a quote or a scripture or something that you have had that helped you in your career to keep pushing forward?
What's overwhelming a lot of times is all the thoughts that you put in your head, like all these different voices, thoughts, imaginations, all this stuff you done made up what life is supposed to be like, all that stuff that's the stuff that's overwhelming you.
I thought process.
And I'm just gonna sit there right there. Because that's the stuff that's overwhelming you. Yeah, we're taking a lot of stuff on that don't have anything that, yeah. So and even that speaks for myself. So when I'm overwhelmed, it has nothing. So when you think of a verse, I have my favorite verse on my desk. I'm gonna turn it so you can.
Your verse, yes. What do you got?
Yeah, I got this as a gift. Actually, from an organization called Dove Ministries with Cynthia Patterson is the founder.
Okay.
And this was the gift that she gave me along with an award for service in the community. And it says, Kim, the Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. Exodus 14:14. I'm going to say that one more time. Kim, the Lord will fight for you. Fighting is overwhelming, but it ain't your fight. We didn't have Yolanda Adams on here that told us the battle is not ours. Okay?
The battle is not yours.
Okay. But
shout out to Yolanda Adams.
But the Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And you shall hold your peace. You shall. So first of all, I got peace. Sometimes we praying and looking and, oh, I got it. Yeah, you got it, baby. You got peace. And then it says, Jesus loves you. And girl, when she gave me this, oh my gosh. And I think our artists in some part of Latin America actually did peace. This is one of the best gifts I have ever got.
Beautiful.
In my life. And it's just a quote with a Bible verse, and it's one of the best gifts I've ever got in my life.
But that quote is taking you and giving you encouragement during your time.
Oh my gosh! Because when she gave it to me, I was going through a battle, externally and internally, and so when she gave me that, it was like the prescription I needed. I literally after that I was like, oh, I'm not getting sick from that no more. Like, you know, because it does that for me. So I keep it on my desk so I can take my prescription every day, read that Bible verse and have it. But yeah, like that's Tisha. That's the peace that we all have. We have it. And so Jesus loves us, and it just that's the verse that just reminds me that sometimes if you get too deep in it, feel like you're fighting and you're trying to get, it's like, oh no, he fights for us. And
well, you told us that you played the piano. You're classically trained.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give us one more tip. I want you to give us one more fun fact about the Kim Roxie.
One more fun fact. It's so many.
Maybe it could be something you like to do that people don't know you actually like to do in your own spare time.
What I like to do, I like to just like yesterday in the street playing with those girls yesterday. I'm probably gonna go back around the corner and go look for them, and see if they can be outside, and see if they're gonna be outside this evening. And something else that's really interesting, and shout out to Thisha. We were talking about domestic violence earlier on our live. She's a she's a pioneer in that area in regards to helping businesses and people understand and train on how to help people in that situation. But one thing about it that's really interesting is actually I get a lot of my guidance from my daughter, and she's 4.
Okay.
But, like yesterday, she came in my home office, and she said, "Mommy, today is special."
Why is today special?
And I didn't even ask her why. She told me. And that's sometimes what we like to do, right? We like to question, why it just is.
Okay, I'm taking that. Today is special. Period. Period. Very good. Guys, this is Chit Chat with Amanda Sapp. I have Kim Roxie. She is on the Instagram Live with us. It's very inspiring, very encouraging, resilient, as from what I can hear on the stories that you provided us today. We know that you all are going to be coming out of this coronavirus pandemic victorious. And so I know that the people that are tuned in today are inspired and have now been provided hope because of your story. So I thank you for that, Kim Roxie.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Is there anything else that you want to leave the people that are tuned in on our live today with before they go?
Let's just be thoughtful and praying for one another. And it's time where we need to be obedient around being apart physically, but still being connected socially, spiritually. And thank you, Hippie. Then I love you too. Yeah. But where we're physically apart, but where we're still connected, and let's keep our loved ones and even strangers when we see them in the street, because again, for everyone, social distancing does not put them in a good place of being home. And for so many, being at your job is home because it feels better there with your coworkers, with this and with that and that, or at school, that's home. And so let's just, be selfless at this time and continue to consider others, be anonymous givers to others. I would challenge all of us to be anonymous givers to others. An anonymous giver could be monetary, or it could be just as simple as that scripture that's on my desk. That's the best gift that I've ever received, that maybe didn't cost her a whole lot, but it's been so much value to my life. Yeah. And so the way you can gift people can be any kind of way you can gift them. And so I just would challenge us to at this time, be thoughtful of others, ones that we might know that might be in some not so good homes, right? Or the healthcare providers, or the people picking up the trash for us right now, the grocery store workers, whatever way we can be kind and show that kindness. I would say be Lamique at this time. Be Lamique. Love and kindness, right? Love and makeup and kindness. Be Lamique. Show people what you're made of in this season right now.